I know, you're thinking, oh, you've already played this demo like a bloody million times. What else could there possibly be to show? But obviously in the last game, you could pretty much drive absolutely anywhere in your vehicle. Well, now they have new vehicles, which means, well, maybe we can go to other places that we couldn't before. What if we could take a plane, jump into a car, and land on top of a building, and then drive off the building? Well, I got to spend another good hour playing The Crew 2 with my recent visit to Ivory Tower. Now, this is the exact same demo that I've played a bajillion times on the channel, and you would have seen pretty much everything it has to offer. Also, I thought going into it, also you thought going into it. I'm not the most creative person in the world, but I can tell you once I find an idea, it's a good one. Sometimes. After a while, I was driving around, switching vehicles between the boats and planes and the cars, and then it just kind of clicked. And I thought, why don't I try and land on a building? So I landed a vehicle on the building, and I was like, yes, this is the best thing ever. But what's even better than just landing a vehicle on the building is driving the vehicle off. Now, this is quite interesting one. So when you drive off, because you're falling for so long, sometimes it resets you. I hope that that's maybe changed at some point, because I want to keep it, I just want it to fall and land and drive away. Some of the vehicles take it a lot better than the others. So yeah, I tried this in many different vehicles and many different buildings because I just wanted to figure out what we could do. Some of the buildings, for example, are actually involved in the races. You can actually drive across them. They have jumps to get up on top of them and you can drive across the buildings. Well, I did that in the F1 car. Driving an F1 car across the roof of buildings. Exactly, welcome to The Crew 2, in where America is your playground, in where you can drive F1 cars off of roofs, or F1 style cars, and off of roofs. Then thought, okay, let's move on to dirt bikes, because you have more control with the dirt bike. Maybe we can do some kind of stunts or something. Maybe we can ride down the side of the building. You remember in GTA San Andreas and stuff, people would always try and ride down buildings and stuff. So I tried to do that. Couldn't really ride down the building properly. It's possible, I imagine. I just gotta get it right, exactly perfect. And again, different bikes, different kind of other vehicles that I wanted to try. For example, probably my favorite vehicle that I use, the Raid Raptor. So Ford Raptor, available in Raid. You've seen it a bajillion times. But when you control a Raid car, especially when you're in the air and that sort of thing, you'd actually control a Raid car with the stick and move it around. Similar to like a monster truck. It's unfortunate that there weren't any monster trucks for me to try, because I damn would try driving a monster truck off the building or try and drive down the building or something. But you take the Ford Raptor Raid car and drive it down, and you can do flips and stuff and try and land it perfectly. That was, again, the objective of this vehicle, trying different buildings, jumping off, trying to land on the wheels and going off. It was... It sounds so dumb. I feel dumb making a video on this, but this is the type of stuff that The Crew 2 is kind of makes you want to do. It makes you want to go off and do things that you wouldn't necessarily be told to do by the game. You go off exploring and you figure something out, and you're like, okay. For example, in one of my first videos, I went off to a bike track. It was a bike race around a certain circuit, and I thought, hey, what the hell? Let's take out this big-ass Raid car and drive around it as well. It's just out of place and it didn't fit properly, but it worked. It worked really well. And for example, when you go to the F1 style track, start going around the track, and you've done the race in that car, and you're like, you know what? I want to go and take my drift car on it. And you're going around with your drift car, and all of a sudden, there's traffic coming against you, like cars coming against you, and you're like, oh my god, is this a good idea? Probably not, but I can do it because it's The Crew. Stuff like this is totally going to be challenges in the next game for me. I think of so many ideas. As soon as I thought of this, everything just clicks, and I was like, oh my god, the possibilities are endless for me to do stupid stuff like this in The Crew. I mean, if there's anything you can actually think of similar to this, then obviously let me know down in the comments straight away. And the next time I actually play the game, hopefully we'll try and give you some credit, Obviously, it's all well and good driving off of buildings, but I want a cinematic replay. Well, you can do that as well. Going into the replay mode, as you know, the last 10 minutes of whatever the heck you just did is translated into a replay. So we can replay all of those back by using the video editor, and it gives you some dramatic cinematic stuff. If you wanted to, you could add dramatic music, you could add some filters and stuff. It's so much fun to play around with this video editor. And again, if you do something cool, you can obviously press the share button on the console, or if you want a cool angle of it, go back on the replay mode, replay it, share that, boom, send it to Pants. You already sent it to Pants and he's going to be like, damn, that's a good video, I'ma steal that idea. But as said, I've played this exact same area of the map with the same cars over and over and over again, but I haven't ever clocked the thought that that would be a thing you could do. And this is just not, this is not even half of the tools that you're going to get, different types of vehicles that you're going to get in this game. That's just going to make me think of so many ideas all around the map. Like, can you get across the map in a speedboat? Surely you can. Well, what's faster, a speedboat, a car, or a plane? There's just so many Top Gear style challenges that you could do with this game. And my friends, it's definitely my top racing game of next year that I've heard of. It's a platform for creating kind of stupid, crazy moments and challenges for me anyway. And it's a game that hopefully I can grind on, which would be nice. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I've been away for a few days. Yes, I'm wearing a Need for Speed shirt, making a video on the crew. Hey, we're friends around here. It's all right. Now, just want to say sorry for no sound in this video. It's rather unfortunate. It didn't capture sound, but I still got to show you the video footage. So to me, that's all right. Alright, be sure to smash like if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more. Subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until next time, guys, peace.